Woot. Hello. All right. Just going to post this in Discord. I'll have to try to go to... I am so unprepared. Oh, one person. Hello, hello. Welcome. Here we go. I love being able to watch myself talking. That's not weird at all. Okay. Copy. I'm just going to post this in the Discord in case anyone is wondering. There we go. All right. Good stuff. Cool Gamer and Nico. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? It's Friday. How are we feeling? Relieved it's the end of the week. I have mixed feelings at the end of the week because I almost always wanted to have gotten more writing done. Words are hard. It's the end of the week. I'm running out of words. My word quota for the week is running out. Hi, William. Yeah, it's 11:04 here, so maybe at the 5 we'll go, maybe do a 10-minute one just to do a bit of warm-up. Nico says, finally getting to start my nano project. Awesome. Were you doing, you were the one saying you were doing a bunch of plotting, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I try to plot before nano, but a lot of the time I end up writing a few chapters and then having to replot things. So I'll often end up plotting during nano as well, or kind of trying to write and plot at the same time. Right now, I'm literally doing that. I'm trying to write the first, I don't know who's buzzing my phone. I'm trying to write the first, rewrite the first chapter and also plot, and then also plot the second book too. I'm not going to write it because the way publishing works is you don't write the whole second book before you sell the first book because you might be wasting your time. But I do need to hash out a few things for book 2 so that I know what I'm doing for book 1. Okay, maybe we'll start at an uneven number here just because I like to chat with people. Vanessa, just finished an hour of writing sprints that got me 1,000 words, but game for one more sprint. Awesome. 1,000 words is really good. Nico says, yep, a bunch of editing, a few short stories, but now I got a lot more time to write long form. Nice. I keep thinking about writing short stories. I think I was listening to a Maggie Stiefvater interview. If you're not sure, she's the one who wrote the Raven Boy series, and she said that something that really helped her writing was doing a new short story. I can't remember if she said it was every week, or every day, which seems insane to me, or if it was every week. And I think it might have been every week because that sounds more doable. But she said that it really helped her writing and she became really strong as a writer after that. So I've always considered doing like a short story a week and seeing what it turns into. Like if I feel like I improve as a writer or if it just ends up being, because I suck at short stories. I'm really bad at them. I don't like reading them very much either, which is probably why I suck at writing them. But I feel like it would be a good exercise in really honing your craft. All right, so maybe we'll do 10 minutes. I'll yell at my Google. Hey, Google, set an alarm for 10 minutes from now. All right, here we go. Get some warming up done. one last word in. All right. How did it go for everyone? I just answered emails for the warm-up, so it wasn't very productive for me. Well, it was, but not word-wise. Let's see. Let's turn off the banner here. Oh, the Caitlin says the Google reacts to your voice and just set the alarm. Well, I guess that's helpful too. So you get an alarm on your side now as well. Nico says, a mix of flash fics and short stories. I write 1 to 2 hours every day, and shorter things work well with that. That's a good idea. I haven't done flash fic before. I'll have to look it up. Not actually sure what that is. I assume really short stories. Maxwell C joined late, only 221. That's still really good. Nico got about 200. That is awesome. I figure we'll jump really fast into our next one, just to keep the momentum for some people going. And also I still have emails to answer. I always let them pile up way too much. All right, so let's go again, probably for short stories, what it is. Okay, yeah, Nico, I figured that's what I've heard the term before, flash fiction, but I've never written one before. It sounds way harder than a long story because I'm very rambly. Okay, let's go for 15 minutes starting now. Okay, Google, set an alarm for 15 minutes from now. There we go. Okay. I have answered all my emails. Oh my God. That so rarely happens. Okay, let's hide that. Let me know, everybody, how it went for you. Let's see. Nico says handwritten nice. That was before the sprint. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Oh, the Caitlin said 125 words handwritten as usual. Ooh, I do love a good handwriting session. It depends. I think it depends for me on the story. If it's middle grade, I will actually often draft by hand. Hi, Andrew. Welcome. It's of course not behind me, but The Strange and Deadly Portraits of Bryony Gray, entirely drafted by hand. I had very sore wrists afterwards, but that was my first published book, so maybe there's something to drafting by hand. I don't know. Let's see. William says, I enjoy the sprints. I re-listen to them all year to write by. That's awesome, William. That's definitely something that I'm hoping will be useful for people, even above and beyond Nano, so that people can just like tune in and feel like they're writing with someone, right? I think it's called body doubling, where you sort of keep each other accountable almost. You're like, okay, they're working, so I got to work. It's pretty effective. I don't know if it's any less effective if you're watching a recorded sprint, but it's the same idea. Hello to Fable. Nico's giving up writing for tonight. It's 9:30 p.m. here. Wow, or there. Been writing a bit already. Have fun printing. Thanks, Nico. Thanks for joining us. Even though it is late there, it's so like sometimes I got to rewrap my mind around the fact that like other people live in other places, and yeah, it's late. It's like 11:30 here. It's not even lunchtime yet. Yeah. Hello to Andrew. Just got here. Leslie Flemons. I just got here. Hello, Leslie. Just started sprinting at the 28. Awesome. William got 268. Awesome job. Maxwell got 586. Dang, that's a high word count. Writing a scene where my protagonist has to help their mom move a dead body. Ooh, that sounds really good and dark. I always find, like, I'm not surprised you got 586 because I love scenes like that. There's something really satisfying. Or like a good fight scene. If I'm sitting down to write like a good murder scene, a fight scene, or like moving a body or something, yeah, I'll have like 400 or 500 words, because when it's a real interesting scene, I get way more written. Sarah Lynn says reading first draft still, so 7 pages the sprint. That's good. You're a fast reader. I don't know if I'd be able to do. I also edit though. If I'm rereading a first draft, even though I shouldn't be, I actually have to print out my first drafts when I read them. Oh, hi, Kayla. I have to print out my first drafts when I reread them, because otherwise I will pick through and edit when I shouldn't be editing. Maxwell says I could never do that much handwriting. My wrists would kill me. My wrists were killing me. That's the first and only time I think that I've ever drafted a full book by hand. Because yeah, like I'm convinced I did some damage. I don't know. I probably gave myself carpal tunnel. I laugh, but it's painful. Vanessa, 556 words for the sprint so far. That's awesome. Kayla, I don't know what you're soft gasping over, but hello. Let's go at the 40. You can just see, I'm sure, the wheels in my head turning as I try to math. Like, is that 3 minutes? Is it 4 minutes? It doesn't matter. I'm just rambling. Let's click out of that. Everyone is doing an awesome word count. I finished all my emails, and at this sprint, I'm going to get words written this time. I think this sprint I'm going to dedicate to writing out the scene blow by blow before I actually sit down and draft it, because that really, really helps me. Sarah Lynn, reading a hard copy, so just light notes on the general impressions of what needs fixing. Yeah, hard copy is so important for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's something about seeing the work in print. And I will little trick is I'll change the font. You guys may have heard me talk about this before, because it really helps me to like gain a distance from my writing, especially if I can put it down for at least a month if I can. Sometimes you can't when you have deadlines and your editor's like, hey, these are the copy edits, I need them back in a week. You don't have the option of setting it down for a month. So if I print it out and change the font so it's in a completely different font, I can almost pretend if I squint that I didn't write it. Kayla says, are you working on Saint Death? I am working on Saint Death. I am redoing the first chapter for the 500th time because that is apparently my process now, which I really hate myself for. I wish it was not. It doesn't seem to matter how much I plot, I will end up changing the beginning. Vanessa says hard copy editing really works for me too. Works better for me too. Yeah, there's something about having a physical, I think, because like Kayla, okay, yes, again. Yes, I'm changing it again. That's why I should not be reading it to anybody. Kayla is my real life friend, and air quotes, she is real, but I mean that I see her in person. And so I have read her the beginning of this, and I really shouldn't be allowed reading it until it's like in book form because it will change all the way up until then. Yeah, something about hard copy editing really helps. I think because you grow up reading books in the form of books, and I don't know why everything gets air quotes right now, books, and so it doesn't feel like it's a real book until it's printed out and in your hands, and then you can pretend someone else has written it, like a real author. Kayla says not real. What's not real? It's not real until it's until it's real. Okay, let's go for a. There are 12 of you. That's wild. I don't expect anyone to come to these sprints. They're so random. I don't expect me to come to these sprints half the time. Okay, it's 11:40 here. Let's go for 15 minutes. Okay, Google, set an alarm for 15 minutes from now. I just set all of your Googles off. And mine downstairs. Oops. Hold on, I have to yell at my Google downstairs. All right. How did everybody do? Take the banner off. I think this will be my last sprint because like I was telling Kayla earlier, and like I was complaining about last sprints, I wrenched my back and I now feel like a 72-year-old. So I'm gonna go get a hot beanbag and feel sorry for myself. Okay, let's hide that. I actually did pretty good on this last one. 528 words. Not necessarily good words because it's me mapping out the next scene. So there's, includes stunning, evocative lines like, where is it? This one was my favorite. Oh yeah. There are monks around her, also praying, lighting votive candles and leaving offerings. Look up Roman offerings they would leave to gods. There is incense burning in the swinging incense burner thingies along the walls. So yeah, that shows you the the quality of the writing I got going on there. But 500 words, and I got my next scene planned out, so I counted a win. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Caitlin says nearly 8 p.m. here in the UK. Yeah, my agent is in the UK. I think she goes between Italy and the UK because Italy is where she's from. And so, I can really almost never talk to her on the phone unless it's like something crazy going on, or she's in New York, for a conference. Because yeah, I think there's like 9 hours between here and the UK. Caitlin also says kiddo is home after a long day at uni. Better go talk to her. Thanks for the friends. You are welcome. Thanks for joining. Sarah Lynn got 7 pages. Awesome. Vanessa 202 words this time. Amazing. Andrew Walker 131. Feeling good for a sprint on my phone. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you do that. I know it's too small. Maxwell C 558, so I'm up to 1,365 for the day. Amazing. William got 215. Really good. Leslie says, my family keeps interrupting me during sprints. Oh, rude. I keep telling them that I'm doing NaNoWriMo. Apparently they don't think it's important. Tell your family that you have important words to write. Yeah, I feel you. I have a 4.5-year-old. He's technically almost 5, but yeah, he does not respect NaNoWriMo. Does not care that I need to get words done. At a certain point, I do, obviously, not for NaNoWriMo, but like when you have deadlines, it becomes like, okay, yeah, you think it doesn't look like I'm doing anything, but I'm on Twitter or something to you, but like I have this deadline and you need to leave. You need to leave. I don't say that to my child. Not usually. Andrew Walker said the phone is very small, but I left my laptop and I have to make it work. Fair enough. I don't know if voice dictation works for you. That might be something if you're in that situation. Again, I can't stop yawning. Sorry. Yeah, one of the Werners, Kelly, was using voice dictation for a while. I don't know. I've never tried it. The idea appeals to me, but I know that also you have to read out like comma and period at the ends of your sentences and like actually say the punctuation out loud. So I don't know if I'd be able to wrap my brain around it. I am very resistant to change. That is it's not one of my strengths. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna close out for the day. I'm gonna go alternate with ice and heat on my back because it is killing me because I am 175 years old. It's Friday's day. I will probably be doing more word sprints over the next week. I hope you guys can join me. It seems like the earlier the better, because I think this one, we had quite a few this time, but it's around noon, and it seems like, I don't know, 9 a.m. is the sweet spot, so I'll try to get my butt up earlier and do some word sprints next week. So thank you guys for joining me. You all are awesome, and I will see you sometime next week. And actually, I'll see you on Sunday if you come for the Word Nerd live chat. All right. Oh, and this time I'm not going to just hit leave studio and just leave you guys with a blank screen. I realized that last time I'm so used to hitting leave studio, and then I realized I just kicked myself out and the live chat was still running, but just like without me. So I did like this panicked, scrambly, stabbing the buttons. Oh, Maxwell, thank you. You do the most helpful sprints. Everyone else talks a lot, which is friendly, but that doesn't give as much writing time. Yeah, I like rambling a bit in between. And I love talking back and forth with you guys, in between the sprints and, obviously before and after sprints. And I love answering writing questions. If you guys ever have writing questions during these things. But yeah, I want to get work done. I got deadlines. So yeah, I gotta, be quiet the whole 15 minutes and get some words written. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday if you come to the live chat. And if not, I will see you guys next week. Thanks so much. Bye.